Hello guys, this is the Gaming Master. Welcome back to another video in Subnautica Below Zero. So make sure to like, subscribe and comment if you enjoy it. Now let's get into it. First of all, we need to make a computer kit, the higher oxygen tank and a mineral detector. These are our main objectives for this video. If you can finish them, we may get to make the SEATRUCK. I have not seen it yet. I have not found that many fragments of the SEATRUCK yet, but I am sure that the mineral detector will assist us, as it does have a setting to find fragments. Now, gathering all the materials we need, of course we may already have the silver from last video where we went to that kind of volcanic zone, if you remember. And since we are low on food, we do need some fish. We can't die in the middle of nowhere, can we?
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Oxygen, such a worry. This new larger tank will give us at least 90 seconds. Some penguins there, some more hoop fish. Look at that. Finding limestone outcrops like there's no tomorrow. How enjoyable. It's for the copper. I have noticed that every 3 outcrops you break, or 2, you get 1 piece of copper. And that's just an average. Let me know what you guys think. I did need some water too at this point, but I thought I had some in my base already. I was not sure though. I had some in my base or my inventory. Now back to the drop pod and into the fabricator, making some silicone rubber, and then
Seek fluid intake immediately.
the battery and copper wire, of course. We do need it, of course it is essential for this. And now finally, the device itself, the mineral detector.
The mineral detector
Just cut the PDF there, of course.
can sniff out raw materials, potentially saving you hundreds of hours of searching.
Hundreds of hours of searching. Do you guys know how major that is? Otherwise, I would have had to waste so much time going through every biome trying to find all the things I needed. Honestly, you have no idea what a lifesaver this is going to be. Now just sorting out some inventory, getting my food up, and now we may begin a montage of gaining materials. Now we're in the Twisty bridges. Of course, we've traveled there, and I see this shark kinda animal in the distance. I wonder what it is. I'm not scared. I think it's a friendly creature. And while I can hear, I'm not sure if that's the actual creature roaring. So I just continue to collect materials, and then all of a sudden I see this thing. What is it? What on earth could it be? I don't even know if I've scanned it, but I was terrified. And then of course, launch to failure. Haha, you guys get it? Launch to failure, because I launched myself into the air and landed on ice and died, of course. I didn't know that was possible until now. And then once we respawned back in the drop pod, back to the Twisty bridges it was. I had no idea at all you could do that, but oh my god, that was epic. Just launching into the air like a rocket. And now I was going in the wrong direction at this point. I thought because I saw bridges that way, the Twisty bridges were that way near the icebergs. But then all of a sudden, I thought, why there weren't icebergs in the Twisty bridges? Not this many at least. So I then corrected my heading again. Okay, you can't even see anything outside the water. So cloudy. And then I discovered this weird fish. I was like, what could it be? And then it was a whole fish. It had oxygen in the middle of it. Titan holdfish as well. Oxygen in the middle, and it had a parasitic sort of relation with these little fishes called symbiotes. And then there were these things too, gull wings. Or I think that's what they were called. Look at it. These small penguin things were so annoying. Just kept on shooting icebergs. I mean, at this point, I was going to the Twisty bridges, but look how close we are to this beacon. So we might as well go there. And here is where you can also see the mineral detector in action.
I'm telling you, Sammy, you see some weird things when you spend half your day in a sea truck.
More vandalism? Was it the sea monkeys again?
I don't think so. I can't shake the feeling this planet is cursed.
There's no such thing as a curse.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's nothing. You wouldn't want to hear about it anyway. Just a huge creature frozen in ice.
What? Where?
In a cave, not far from your lab. And here's the extra weird part. As soon as I called it in, they closed off the area. Don't want anyone going in there.
But why?
Sammy, I'm no biologist, but I think there was something wrong with it. Its skin just seemed off. Alien.
An
Look at
alien
it.
on planet
A giant
4546b.
Leviathan
I'm serious,
that's colored
Sam.
green.
Something ain't right.
I definitely
show
think
you,
that
but
is the
I
Kara
can't get back in
virus.
You can't.
And look at that titanium,
But
it
I
just
might
fell
know how
through.
to.
Whatever you're
They
thinking,
want to be with
we
us.
never had this conversation.
You can see how handy this detector is. Because I did not... Is that a crash? Oh my god, it's gonna kill us. Quickly, get back. Oh, thank god. That thing could have taken out half of my HP at least. The weird thing was that I had no sulfur inside the pod. Look at... Was that a diamond as well? Looking back, I did miss quite a few things. But it was quite stressful with the attack I just had made on me. It was damaging, that attack was. You guys get what I'm saying? Now, of course, back to the life pod while collecting materials. So we might as well get that in 2 times speed to make it quicker for you guys. Look at that. By now, we had a sense of direction. I knew where I was actually going. I knew what direction to go in, because before I was just following landmarks. But you have no idea, you guys have no clue how handy this compass is. I can't tell how expensive it was. I'd say kinda mild expensiveness. Or medium-ish priciness. But it's a huge thing out of the way. Look, now I can see the directions. Alternatively, I could have also put down 4 beacons that said north, south, east, west. But how inefficient would that be?
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Honestly, the final thing I needed at this point to complete our objective was the oxygen tank, and I was just collecting materials for it at this point. But it does take quite a while because for 2 glass, it's a bit hard to find the quartz. In hindsight, I should have used the mineral detector, but you know, it is what it is. And I think I was short by 1 piece of glass. And what I was also doing was getting some of the things for the SEATRUCK ready, because we may not have the mobile vehicle bay blueprint or the SEATRUCK ones completely, but I do know what they need. Since I did search up online, what do you need to make a SEATRUCK? Because you know, I should be prepared in advance. I think I only had 1 more fragment left to go, 1 to 2, for the SEATRUCK. I mean, mobile vehicle bay. I scanned this nest while I was at it too, because it was very interesting for me. Again, I do not know why the mineral detector was just sitting there. Look at how low that Sea Glide is in battery, and outrageously low in battery. I had to get another battery, but we had everything for the high capacity O2 tank at this point. And look at that, a whole 90 seconds of air. Can you imagine how valuable that is? It is a huge help, because the old one was only 45 seconds and the new one 90. That's 2 times the amount of time. And then I have the rebreather mask too, and that increases the time. Do you know how good that is for exploration? I mean, genuinely incredible. You see, now it was time to make a new battery. The one thing that's going to help us a lot in this walkthrough is getting a battery charger. Since I know they're in this game, I just don't know where they are. I just need to explore a bit more. Once we get the SEATRUCK, guys, it's going to open up our routes a lot more. A lot. And that, it will also speed up our exploration, because we have increased distance. We don't need to worry. We do need to worry about food and water, but the SEATRUCK, it acts as kind of like protection for us, as well as travel, because it can protect us from Leviathan attacks and that. Right, so here's some more material gathering, of course, for more items. So I'll just put that in 2 times speed for you guys. Look at that. This was the moment where we found our final mobile vehicle bay component. Blueprint, I mean. And now we had everything we need to make the SEATRUCK. You had no idea how excited I was. Just to get that freedom of travel. So exciting, but it's also going to be a grind, because we need to get so many materials for the mobile vehicle bay, as well as the SEATRUCK. But you know what's good? That we were able to keep our goal of finishing what we needed to make, as well as getting the SEATRUCK. And that is the best thing. We're ahead on schedule for this game. You see, this is where I came into the volcanic area. I thought we went into it in the last episode, but it turns out it was this episode. It was such a gloomy and creepy area. But I had to get the scans in for everything too, so it would register in my mineral detector. So here's a bit more material gathering until we come up on a really big find. And now we're back. I came down this cave to investigate what it was here, since I saw an oxygen plant, and you wouldn't believe it, an
Interesting.
alien artifact.
But I can use this new data to
It
identify
was so
where the call is coming
surprising.
from.
You have no idea. A mineral distillery.
Signal location uploaded to
Look at
PDA.
that. We got the location for the distress signal as well. We just had to scan one of these artifacts. And it was such an accident to find, honestly. I didn't even mean to do it on purpose. But honestly, this cave was filled with so much goods as well. Look at that, we got all the lead we needed in one go. And that thing looks so unique. Like, it's green hexagonal shape. Genuinely, so cool. Just look at that. Do you see the green things on the side as well? What were they? Filters. Like, you know what? They could have been water intakes. I mean, it says in the PDA, but there's not exactly a huge amount of information on it. Look at that. So scary, man. Horrifying. You can't see. I was so scared of anything. Even the slightest noise made me so jumpy. I chose to stay near the surface, at least until I saw the tentacle bridges. And from here, just gathering some more materials and back to our base. Look at that. Do you hear that roar? What could that possibly be? I mean, look at the amount of oxygen plants there are here too. The amount of quartz, there's so many resources here. But the one thing we don't have is enough oxygen to stay here. I mean, there are tons of oxygen plants, but you know what? Having the SEATRUCK would let us stay here. Look at this. Filled in more inventory. How can you be richer? I had to just show off. Dump some titanium. And here is the rebreather mask. It's gonna be even more helpful in exploring. It's gonna slow down our oxygen intake even more. I was thinking about exploring this signal, but I was just like, I'll make the SEATRUCK first to make it easier for me, you know? You gotta think long term, lads. Okay, that I felt so bad that I picked some of this titanium up. You can't let it go to waste, can you? It took thousands of years of formation in the environment to make it. And now it's back to base, so I'll see you guys there. Look at that, we were back in our base at this point, back in the safe, not exactly cozy, but definitely safe environment of our base. And now we're just getting the stuff we needed ready. It's just crafting, gathering materials at this point. We did already have a majority of the items since we began collecting way in advance, but we still needed to get some things such as the bleach and that. So I mean, I've put in 2 times speed or more than 2 times speed for you guys, and then I'll see you back when we have all the items and we're actually on the mobile vehicle bay. Look, now we're back in the Twisty bridges, or tentacle bridges, and I heard this really weird noise from this crevice I saw, and I needed these anyway. I forgot what they're called, tabletop mushrooms, something like that. And do you hear it? I was so scared, genuinely. Look at that. That's so horrifying, that depth. But this is an explorable place, hopefully, and we can come back here once we have our SEATRUCK. Look at that, such a close encounter with that shark. Honestly, I did not want to die again like I did before in the video. That was just horrible. Launched ourselves so high into the air in sudden reaction that we killed ourselves. What could you even say was the reason of death? But anyway, let's quickly get back to task and back to our base. Look at this, guys. We got it. Finally, we've got the mobile vehicle bay. We just need to craft the SEATRUCK. I thought you were supposed to make it come out by dropping it. Apparently you have to deploy it from your inventory, like inside your little bars. And then honestly, getting that X was a bit of a pain to climb on. Look at that. All our hard work has paid off. Easily. Look at that. So majestic. Absolutely glorious. I can not wait to get into that thing. Look at that upbeat music. Such a beautiful thing. Look at it. To be fair, it doesn't look like that truck from that Space Trucker game. Search it up on YouTube and you'll see a trailer for it, and the trucks, it has looks similar to the SEATRUCK. I don't know about that, but look at that, so fast, so maneuverable. It's like a Ferrari in this game. But anyways, guys, I am going to end my video off here. So this is the Gaming Master. This was Subnautica Below Zero, and in the next episode we'll explore that distress signal. So please like, subscribe, comment on how I can improve my videos and my editing, and goodbye.